Hello once again, YouTube. This is Grant Moore, aka Redneck Grant 231. Alright, for one, how's everybody doing? Don't exactly know what I want to talk in this video, or talk about, I should say. Like I said, I don't do anything scripted. I do nothing scripted. But I guess it's that time. I grew up back in Oldie, Virginia. Small town. I grew up on an 800-acre hay and cattle farm. By the time I was, when I was 4, I got stepped on by a horse right below the rib cage. Pro tip, never wear rubber boots in wet grass. Results are brutal. But what led up to that, I was helping lead out a horse for the first time. It's drizzling at the moment, at that time. And before we can release the horse into the field, I slid and landed between the open gate and the fence post. What I remember most about it is I yelled, "Don't let go of the horse." Next thing I know, I get stepped on and I black out. According to my twin brother, I had got up, took 40 steps, said "Hey Tyler" to my twin, and then dropped like a rock. But what I remember is getting stepped on and then waking up, pretty much coming back into my senses with my dad carrying me up a hill to wait for the ambulance. I spent my 5th birthday in the hospital. When I was 7, my folks split up. It kind of took its toll on me. I started feeling a little depressed here and there. And then when I was 8, I started getting picked on and bullying. This video is about bullying and what happens because of it. I started getting picked on. At that time I didn't really run my mouth, but I was different. Me and my twin at the time were the only two rednecks, as you can call us, because we are rednecks, that went to our school. Maybe there was a few others, but we had some friends and others, they pretty much didn't like us. I grew up in a school where it was a bunch of rich people, rich kids. The family had a lot of money, so that's kind of how it went. If you had money, you were cool. If not, then people hated you. And that's my experience from it. I didn't have a lot of money, and I had clothes with holes in them, because I work in any of my clothes. I don't care. And for a while, I didn't care. But after about the 2nd year of being bullied, that's when it really started taking its toll on me. I had fallen into a depression, and that's when things kind of started taking its turn for the worst. It started getting bad in about 6th, 7th grade with the bullying for me. I did everything I could. I always stood my ground. I would never back down. If people wanted to start shit with me, I was ready to return that fire. But at that time, that's what I felt I had to do. I never went to a teacher about it. I never went to any adults about it at the time. I just kept it to myself. I never told my family about it. Hell, a lot of my family still don't know about it. I'm 21 now. But after about 7th grade, one dude got expelled from school because he came after me. And I guess what really made it bad was because it was a fight between a white guy and a black guy. Now, me, I could tell you I'm not racist. I can sound it at times, but I don't try to be racist. I don't hate a group because of one. I don't like people for what they do. I won't hate an entire or dislike an entire race because of what one person does. And that's kind of the problem today, is a lot of people, they go after an entire race because of one person. And that brings on another subject, which I will discuss in another video. But anyway, it looks pretty cool, doesn't it? But anyway, 8th grade year went okay. Still getting picked on. I stayed out of trouble for the most part. I got my shit together. Was doing better in school. 9th grade. Ended up failing that year because I started losing interest in school because I really didn't feel like getting picked on. I started smoking in 9th grade, between 8th and 9th grade, actually before then even. And hid that from my dad, and he found out when I was 15. Oops. But I am who I am. I smoke and I dip. It's what I do for my depression. I don't take medication. It's not something I want to rely on. If I got an issue with myself, I want to deal with it my own way. Yes, at times I have attempted suicide, but right as I'm about to do it, it's like a force is stopping me, saying, you are meant for something great. Don't stop short of that. And I guess that's a message for everybody. There's something great in everybody. You just can't back down and hide from your problems. A lot of problems you gotta face head on. But my second 9th grade year, I ended up moving in with my mother. Still got bullied. But, it's whatever. Well, I say that, but that's what this video is about, is bullying. I'm fully against it. I mean, I play Xbox, I talk some major shit, but I won't go to the point of making someone feel so bad about themselves they don't want to continue living. And to those people that know of bullying but do nothing about it, you're just as much in the wrong as the bullies themselves. Stand up for those that are being bullied. I got attacked, jumped a lot. People would come after me because they found me as an easy target. And after high school, I was going to join the Marine Corps. 3 months before my deployment, I got talked into shoplifting. And like an idiot, I went through with it. I should have never done it. I cost myself possibly the greatest thing I could have ever had. So I guess another message in this is, think before you act. Think about you. Not how it will benefit somebody else, but think about how it will benefit you as a person. If you're also wondering about my shoulder brace here, I have a injury and I have a messed up rotator cuff. I'm going to have to go get surgery on soon. Maybe. I don't know if I need surgery, but the way it's going, I'm going to need it. Cool thing about this, though, it's got a little heating pad in it. Does not take electricity. It heats itself. Wear it for short periods of time, every time you wear it, because it will get hot. When it starts to get a little moist, it starts getting warm. So if you sweat a lot, you'll only be able to wear this for about a half hour, 45 minutes before it gets to the point of it burns. Got a roommate coming in now, so this video I'm not going to tweak any of it. But, let's see. So after I lost the Marine Corps and graduated... Hey, Chris. Go see what Dave needs. Go see what Dave needs. Not yet. Sorry about that. But yeah, my videos are uninterrupted, unedited. That's another thing about my videos. So any behind the scenes things that happen during each video, you will see them. You will hear them. But that's me sharing my life with you guys. Granted, my only subscriber is myself, my other channel, or maybe not. I don't actually know. It might be. Yeah, it's my other channel, I think. But I no longer have access to my Redneck Rant 231 channel. I gotta see if I can get a hold of YouTube and find out all my information for that. See if they can get it linked to this account. But anyway, so after I graduated high school, in which I barely graduated, after my 5th year, my stepmom threw me out, and I don't blame her. I had somewhat become a thief because of that one instance, and after that, I swore to myself I wouldn't do it again, and I haven't. But at this moment in time, I am living in Denver, Colorado. Great area. But anyway, back to earlier. Over 2.5 years ago, when I first came out here to Colorado, I was homeless. I was homeless before I came out to Colorado. I have some great friends that helped me get here, and I thank them for it. And so many people have done so much for me. This is my way of giving back. I want to be able to help people. Anyone who's been bullied, they can come talk to me. Send me a comment and just put a comment in the comment section of this video if you need someone to talk to who will listen. And I'll listen. I've been there. I know what it feels like to be bullied and what it feels like to be backed into a corner to where you think you have no way out. That's just so crooked. But there's always other options than suicide. Talk to the people you care about most who don't want to see you hurting. They can help you too. Explain to them what's going on and they will help you with your situation. But like my situation 2.5 years ago, I had friends that helped me get out here to Colorado. I met some great people along the way. An elderly couple bought me some of my clothes, a sleeping bag, a tent, and a bag to carry everything in. So I came out here to Colorado with 2 to 3 changes of clothes, a tent, and a sleeping bag, and no money. I literally spent a week and a half camping under a bridge. Pretty much hanging out at a gas station, and people helped me out. Finally, one guy, he took me up to the nearest Walmart, and I applied, but I didn't hear anything. I ended up walking from that Walmart 10 miles in another direction to end up walking back that same direction. Well, back towards the Walmart. And I went to a church that was literally right across the street from it. That church is Waterstone Church, and I thank them for everything. They are some of the most amazing people I've ever met. And it's not because they're Christian or anything like that. It's because they, at heart, are amazing people. And they told me, even after I finally got situated somewhat, if I ever needed anything, I can ask them. That's how amazing they are. I spent a few days on the grounds there. I ended up moving in with the lady who was the groundskeeper. She ended up throwing me out a little later, not even a month later. But she helped me get my first real job out here in Colorado. I worked at that first Walmart I applied at. And from there, things started to actually fall into place for me. Guess I can call this like bullying, my life story kind of deal, so people can see where I'm coming from and what I've been through. I know a lot of people go, we don't care what you've been through, but there's people out there that have been through similar situations. Pretty much, I'm proof that even with nothing, you can achieve something. It's the same way with bullying. You may feel like you're alone, just like homeless. If you're homeless, you may feel like you're alone, but you can come back from that. If you set your mind to it, you can come back from anything. But back to my story, and this is actual life story. I finally got a job. I got thrown out, and I worked night shift, so there was no shelters I could go to sleep. I ended up moving in with one of my coworkers for a few months. She was an amazing person too, her and her husband both. They took me in, my room was $200 a month. Okay, not bad. When you got great people like that that can help you out, thank them for everything. Those kinds of people are the people that make this country as great as it does. But you also got a lot of people that turn their backs on you. I guess in a way, you find out who your actual friends are. But when I lived with that one coworker, we were about 46 to 50 miles away from work. That's a long way from work, so if she couldn't make it to work, I didn't have a car, I didn't have a license, I didn't even have my permit at the time. So I couldn't go anywhere without her. So I ended up moving in with another coworker who ended up coming a little bit later while I was working there, shifting from day shift to night shift. And I moved in with him. And he was a cool dude too. A little bit of a dick at times, but hey, we all have our moments. But he helped me out a lot as well. He helped me get closer to work. We worked the same shift, so we could always be at work at the same time. Some days he'd go do other things, and I'd have to find a way to work. So I had to take a cab or something, but or a bus, whatever worked. But after that, it started getting a little shaky. I was wanting to move back to Virginia after after about 4 months. And I really thought about it. I tried getting a loan and ended up getting conned out of $300. Be careful of those; they will bite you in the ass. But ended up quitting. No money. Had about $100 left, so that went in the gas for my car. And I ended up getting a job at Labor Ready, which is work today, paid today. Well, I couldn't really take it. My body was getting really hurt because I had not slept for 3 days. And that's when I ended up getting brought here, where one guy I used to live with when I first found a place to go had moved in about the same time I did at the first place I was at here in Colorado. He was living here now as well. And I thank him for it every day of the week. But I've come a long way from then. There you go.